Audio Jungle.
Hello and thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of the program. It's Lens on Maritime. We'll bring to you all the happenings in the maritime sector. My name is Brownson, Unwana, your host. And this week, lots of activities made the headlines. As a matter of fact, we are struggling to put them in perspective. Now, also this week, Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, of course, unveiled and launched their new headquarters in Victoria Island. We'll be bringing you that report on the course of the show today. And the Standard Organization of Nigeria, SONs, that's talking about SON, had the stakeholders meeting where lots of issues were discussed. We'll bring you that report on the course of the program today. And also on our interview segments on the program today, we will also be talking about, looking at very important issues. How has freight forwarding business been from January up till December? Lots of things we must talk about, and the report also has it that importation has dropped. Most importers have gone out of business. How true that is, we'll find out, and Prince Kennedy will be joining us later on the program. But at this point, let's take a very quick break. We'll be back with all the actions, so don't go away.
Let's take away the stress of worrying about clearing documentation of you.
Our innovative technology provides real-time visibility of your cargo any time of the day.
Here at Emerald Agencies Nigeria Limited, we deliver your cargo fast, in good condition, at a very competitive rate anywhere in the world.
You have heard it all. At Emerald Agencies Limited, we offer the best of custom services, freight forwarding and logistics, warehousing, packaging, palletization service, consultation on import and export. Reach out to us today. Emerald Agencies Limited, second floor of Fimo House, Plot 6, Oshodi Expressway, Sunrise Bus Stop, Apapa, Lagos. Or you can call us on 091-616-78740 or send us an email on emeraldagencies@gmail.com. Emerald Agencies, your one-stop shop from clearance to delivery.
At International Supply Chain Systems Limited, ISCS, we provide our clients with customized import-export services to meet their unique needs.
We understand that timeliness is key to saving from demurrage.
That's why we have a team of professionals to assist you with proper paperwork for efficient customs clearing.
Our services include cargo clearing and consolidation shipping, cargo warehousing and storage, general import and consultancy.
Come talk to us today at 7A Ibikunle Akintoye Street, Apapa, Lagos. You can call us on 081-6227-1120, 081-2763-3510, or you can send us an email, info@iscslimited.com. For more information, visit our website, www.iscslimited.com. ISCS, more than logistics. The Director General, Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, Dr. Bashir Jamo, has promised to commission 10 more projects before the end of his tenure. Dr. Jamo made these revelations at the agency's newly inaugurated headquarters at Victoria Island, Lagos, in the presence of the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization, IMO, Kita Klim, Minister of Transportation, Honorable Muazu Jaji Sambo, Chairperson, Federal House Committee on Safety, Honorable Linda Ikbeazu, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Transportation, Magdalene Ajani, among other top dignitaries. The DG also stated that NIMASA will embark on building maritime skills acquisition centers across the 6 geopolitical zone of the country.
Particularly our guest, the number one man in the regulatory body of the maritime all over the world, the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization. Your Excellency, your name remains on gold as far as Nigerian maritime industry is concerned. 2022, as the project year, Your Excellency, I want to inform you, we have more than 10 projects ongoing now. And we expect before the end of this administration, we will commission those projects. You are going to commission some of the projects, but we have more than 10 projects. And part of the projects has something to do with the human element. One, skill acquisition. We have 6 skill acquisition centers all over Nigeria, one by geopolitical zones. And also we have 6 Maritime Institute projects for 6 geopolitical zones. Each geopolitical zones has a university with a Maritime Institute just to build maritime capacity.
On his part, the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization, IMO, Kitaklim, showered encomium on DG of NIMASA for providing a conducive working environment for staff, while he also commended the Ministry of Transportation for providing leadership. Other dignitaries penned words of commendation on Jamo's achievements.
From the infrastructure mechanism, more important element is human competency and capability. Among factor of human competency and capability, leadership is the most paramount important element. I'm very happy. I have met many ministers around the world, but Minister Chaji is extraordinary, rare leadership and a leader. So, and also there are senior management, permanent secretary, other director, DG, and also the DG of NIMASA, super excellent. And also here, very impressive to see, to be with the chair of the Maritime Select Committee of the Parliament. It is a significantly important message to the NIMASA and the maritime world. So I'm very confident to look forward much more prosperous opportunities and development of maritime activities of Nigeria. Thank you.
No less a person than the Secretary General of the most powerful maritime organization on the globe, His Excellency, our one Kitaklim. Thank you.
The DG NIMASA, he's done a wonderful job. And of course, the minister, that's my brother, you're really steering, giving very good direction. I'd like to congratulate and really encourage the DG to continue doing what he's doing, to aim higher. He's done an excellent job, but I know there's still more room for improvement because that's why we're humans.
Brownson, Unwana, for Lenson Maritime. The commander of Narcotics National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA Tinkan Command, Mohammed Abubakar, has linked the success recorded by the agency in the war against drug abuse (WADA) in the country to the continuous sensitization campaign of the agency. Abubakar, in a chat with our correspondent Brownson, Unwana, reiterates the need for all Nigerians to stay away from illicit drug abuse and importation. The Tinkan Island Port commander also sent a strong warning to drug smugglers that his command will leave no stone unturned to ensure any perpetrators are brought to book.
So various methods through which we detect the movement of these drugs through our forts. And our teams are always up and doing concerning that. We have targeting teams, and their work is to look at all the containers that are coming into the ports through the manifests and other sources, and to come up with a profile of those containers. And one which we have interest in, then we go after them. So that is how we do it. It's not each and every container. It's only the one from the indices, that is from the indicators which we get from those targeting teams, then we go after those consignments. And on the basis of that, we always conduct 100% examination once we identify such containers or such consignment coming into the country. So it is always on the basis of that we made our arrest and seizure. So.
NDLEA Tinkan commander also appealed to Nigerian Customs Service to apply speed in handing over all drug seizure to the agency to speed up investigation and prosecution. Brownson, Unwana, for Nigerian Maritime TV.
Rightly, as you have said, difficult. Because the kind of environment, like most of the times here at the ports, customs being the lead agency around the place, whatever we had a distant discovery of these hard drugs inside any consignment, the customs always want keep the exhibits, which they keep for some times before they transfer back to us. And it was always making things very difficult in order to pursue those men, because most of the times when they are holding the exhibit, they conduct some kind of investigation within themselves. So by the time we started our own investigation, you will find that there are a lot of things that has been modeled in the process, and this is not helping our cause. And most of the times, just like what you have said, getting to the main importer will be difficult, because once they started, then those people, they will try to get their act together, trying to conceal whatever. So by the time they transferred the exhibit to us and we started our own investigation in earnest, we will find that in many ways we are distant at the trade end of the whole distant situation.
All right, welcome back. I mean, at this point, I must say it's an all-white show today. Yeah, we're having an all-white show. Maybe we are preparing for a white Christmas. The year is gradually coming to an end. That's what it is. Now, I mean, I'm sure you enjoyed lots of stories that made the headlines during the week. On our interview segment, we'll be discussing the state of freight forwarding industry. How did the industry fare? This is the part one of the interview. Of course, we're also going to hear from other stakeholders. But on the part one today, and joining me to discuss this is Prince Onyeji Kennedy. Joins me at this time. He's a freight forwarder. I mean, who is better to give us all the update than a freight forwarder? He joins me at this time.
At International Supply Chain Systems Limited, ISCS, we provide our clients with customized import-export services to meet their unique needs.
We understand that timeliness is key to saving from damage.
That's why we have a team of professionals to assist you with proper paperwork for efficient customs clearing.
Our services include cargo clearing and consolidation shipping, cargo warehousing and storage, general import and consultancy.
Come talk to us today at 7A Ibikunle Akite Street, Apapa, Lagos. You can call us on 081-6227-1120, 081-2763-3510, or you can send us an email, info@iscslimited.com. For more information, visit our website, www.iscslimited.com. ISCS, more than logistics.
Let's take away the stress of worrying about claim documentation off you.
Our innovative technology provides real-time visibility of your cargo any time of the day.
Here at Emerlin Agencies Nigeria Limited, we deliver your cargo fast, in good condition, at a very competitive rate anywhere in the world.
You have heard it all. At Emerlin Agencies Limited, we offer the best of customs services, freight forwarding and logistics, warehousing, packaging, palletization service, consultation on import and export. Reach out to us today. Emerlin Agencies Limited, 2nd floor Ofimo House, Plot 6 Oshodi Expressway, Sunrise Bus Stop, Apapa, Lagos. Or you can call us on 091-616-78740 or send us an email on emerlinagencies@gmail.com. Emerlin Agencies, your one-stop shop from clearance to delivery.
Prince Kennedy, good to have you on the program today.
Yeah, good to have you.
Now, 2022 have been an eventful year. If I remember vividly, it started with sometime in March where we had that heavy protest about the VIN valuation and all of that, and it kept on going. We have the issue of PAR jacking up for face value. I mean, the issue is endless. But first of all, before we get to all those issues, how would you rate the industry in 2022? Would you say it met up to your expectations?
So far, so good. I think as long as revenue is concerned, you can overhear the controller of Apapa, talking about the revenue generation has increased so far, and even the controller in Tinkan, same. So I would say that behind the tight corners of the import, customs are still generating. They are not backwards at all. From what we have seen between 2021 and 2022 is better in just that. My people used to say Betesuya is still go back to the Malu. It's still falling back to the
cow, right?
Yes, falling back to the cow, and the cow are the masses, because the consumption definitely must be channeled also to the import. So far, customs have tried, but the heat is still going back to the masses.
Now, as a freight forwarder, would you say that in terms of volume now, you want to look at it from your own point of view as a businessman, would you say you cleared more cargo in 2022 than 2021, or did you experience drop?
No, a lot of drop, a lot of drop. My brother, the volume that do come here between 2020 and 2021 has dropped like 3 times.
Wow.
Yes, the dollar increase, the hike in PAR, because PAR, different controllers of PAR have been changed, and the new controller comes with a new term, and that the increment in PAR between last year and now has occurred for like 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
And it's so discouraging. Even with the rate of dollar, the importation dropped drastically. I will not lie to you. Drastically. So it has not been courageous.
So let's look at it from January. As at January, how much were you clearing a 40-feet container, and compared to now, what's the current price now? How much was it in January?
It depends on the item. But
let's pick an item, for example.
Yeah, you see, in customs, we have tariff that controls goods.
Yes.
So the rate of duties differs. But early this year, the controller of PAR said, no matter what you have, you must pay this. Even if you are having sand in a container, as long as it's a 40-feet container, you must pay this. Fixed. No matter what you have. They don't care about the the rate of duty. They don't care the value of the goods.
And they will look at it from your invoice that you present to them.
No. Customs don't even look at your invoice whenever they are giving you value. They jack on their own to make sure it hits what you have. You can imagine importing a 5% item. They will make sure, even if the value is not up to 40 million or 30-something million, they will jack the invoice value to make sure it hits
40 million.
That 30-something to 40 million to make sure that they got that of 3-point-something million basic duty, no matter what you have in the container. So those things have been discouraging importers.
It's a very big issue, and we really hope that the government come 23 will look at it, because I mean there have been lots of talks about drop in cargo importation, and I mean if a used item is being bought as new, the value has to go to the market as new. I mean the price. I mean you can relate it to why we have continuous inflation in the country. Thank you very much, Prince Kennedy, for the program today. And also we have Stephen Ibe, who also spoke to us about the same issue of how the freight forwarding industry has fared in 2023. Yes, Stephen Ibe's reaction.
When you look at what is going on, it will seem as if to say you have to say you are resigning, because where the freight forwarding is today is not encouraging at all. With all the different policies put in place, for example, the issue of increment in first duty in PAR. Take for instance, from January this year, Customs has increased first duty in PAR from 1.5 per 40 footer to 2 million, from 2 million to 3 million, from 3 million to 4 million as we talk today. You understand? And when you go to your client and tell you, CEO, unless you see the PAR, CEO, this is what is happening, it will seem as if to say you are the one that is causing it, until they see by their eyes. And this custom that increase all these things does not reduce anything they do. You pay that duty, and after paying the duty, all the activities of custom, of course you know it, continues like that. All the monies you give to them in the process of clearing that cargo outside, clearing that cargo, you must still bring it. If you don't bring it, it's a serious issue. All these things boil down to the freight forwarder. Because when the importer has paid this kind of duty, after paying it, you go back to him and tell him to release a cargo, a 40 footer, you have to bring money. He will tell you that you are a criminal. Before you can be able to get him to understand what you are saying, you have exhaust yourself in where you are trying to illustrate something to somebody who does not understand. So, and so many things like that, like everything is increasing in this country. You know, I will have to tell you that freight forwarding in Nigeria is one of the most difficult business we have to talk about. Even not that we are being old in it, I could have retired since, but very soon I will retire. But I have to tell you that sometimes I have to go backwards. In those early 90s, we entered freight forwarding in 1985 at our level. Some said they entered in the 70s. You understand? But at our level, we entered it in 1985. You understand? One time I go backwards, what I know that was happening by then, and then come back to what is happening now. It seems as if to say that, and what is happening now is what somebody will tell you by that time, around early 90s, that look, this is what is going to happen in the year 2020. You will tell that person, if you have to be a soothsayer that tells you that, you will tell him that, look, carry our things and go, you are talking rubbish. But today it's a reality, it's happening in this country. Tell me how you look at an issue like in 1990, to clear out a 40-footer container from the port, everything is 70,000. And after clearing that container out, you as an agent,
what a discussion it has been today on the program. And you know, sometimes it seems to me like 30 minutes is it's not enough to really dissect some of these issues working in the maritime sector. But of course, next week we'll be back again, maybe a part 2 of the freight forwarding sector in 2022. So you may just want to look out for that. Now, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms currently displaying on your screen right now. Now, if you have an event in the maritime sector you want us to be part of, you can send us an email to crucialmedia@gmail.com, or you can reach us on 080-322-66692. You can also go to our YouTube channel. It's Nigeria Maritime TV. Feel free to subscribe and be ahead of your peers as far as maritime stories concerned. My name is Brownson, Unwana. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.